Hi, my name is CRISPR Yousuf, and I want to talk about China's CRISPR experiment. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the specifics behind this remarkable invention. If I did, we'd be here a long time. Simply put, CRISPR allows us to edit genetic information easily. Jennifer Kahn in her TED Talk puts it perfectly as if for the first time we have a word processor to edit DNA. We know that editing a germline allows it to be passed down throughout generations. The debate about gene editing is a very old one, but it had garnered attention recently after the creation of CRISPR. But now again, after the Chinese CRISPR twins experiment, this topic has reached mainstream media. On November 25, 2018, Dr. He Jiankui forcibly pushed us over a threshold previously considered off-bounds by the scientific community. His work had resulted in the birth of twins named Lulu and Nana, twins that were subjected to gene editing using CRISPR. These twins were edited to be immune to HIV, but this might have inadvertently enhanced their brains. Currently, there are too many unknowns to make accurate assumptions as to how the twins will turn out. We also do not know what this means to the field as well, since this experiment was not approved by a committee and Chinese law can prevent further updates on the twins. We will likely never find out what becomes of Lulu and Nana. I want to talk about the ethical problems this experiment poses. If this experiment did inadvertently enhance the minds of the twins, this opens up a realm of possibilities for parents who can afford to alter their babies. Parents raising a child with a genetic disorder will in the future be able to edit these mutations out of their gene pool. However, this can also create different classes of people. Those who can afford it will have babies that can be vastly superior to those who can't. Those in poverty will see the gap between them and the upper class increase further, exponentially even. Set restrictions, guidelines need to be in place before consumers can use this technology. Plus, is it worth all the risk? Shouldn't the benefits outweigh the risks? Well, currently there are too many unknowns with this technology, and in science, unknowns mean risk. This technology, along with many other risks, has the potential to create unwanted and harmful mutations. In the current world we live in, surrounded by the amount of technology we have and being exposed to the amount of chemicals we are, our genome is constantly going through minor unknown changes. Another problem is the oversight of science. With relatively easy to use technologies like CRISPR, how can the scientific community regulate how it's used? The good thing about this unethical experiment was that the scientific community did come together after this experiment and used available tools and organizations to regulate themselves more. But is it enough? Throughout history, we have created and used devices that will make us better. There is no doubt that gene editing can have a very positive effect on our society and our lives. However, normative ethics are needed to safely use this technology. Thankfully, the World Health Organization has stepped up as a leader and are working on establishing a group that will create guidelines. We have stepped into a new era of medicine, and because of this, we need to establish a new set of rules. Dr. Jiankui quite unceremoniously pushed us across the line from which we cannot return. Now, more than ever, it is up to us to think long and hard about the outcomes of this experiment and how they affect our society.